All right. Um, I think we are live. Let's see. It says our stream quality is excellent. I'm guessing that'll change. Um, just double check on the page. This is live game jam development part 5. Um, which actually isn't showing on my YouTube yet, so uh oh, there it is up at the top. Okay. Let's see. Don't want that to echo. Um, let's copy this link and drop it in Discord. Okay. There it is. So it's early in the morning, 8:27 a.m. I woke up pretty early, um, at about 7 a.m. and couldn't fall back to sleep because it's very bright. Uh, got my shower in, got some coffee, and before starting the stream today, I made this little graphic. What? So fancy. Um, so later I'll be able to use that when I need to go. Um, and yeah, that that's pretty much where we're at there. I'm listening to music through my laptop now. Let's turn down its volume a little bit, in fact. And that way, there shouldn't be anything getting in the way of the mic this time. And you should also be able to hear the sound effects from the game. So without further ado, let's hop in where we left off. Do, 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 do. So we've got our mega tree, we've got our surface to air pine trees, and some explosion effects. We've got UFOs coming in. Um, and I know I should probably stop working on little polishing details, but I think just to get started, what I want to do today is make some like clouds. Let me know also if I turned down the desktop audio input like a ton, um, but it was just so apparently overwhelmingly loud last time. And I recognize, I'm kind of far away from the mic, like it's right here by the camera, and I talk kind of quiet, because I'm in a room alone and there's nobody else setting a volume, right? Um, and I'm like, Mr. Sleepy too. But anywho, let me know if the audio needs mixing and changing and shit. So yeah, that's where the game's at so far. I think we're at a good start. The let's stop that and let's go ahead and switch to our other theme. You can see one of the last things we did last night was make stars. I was also thinking maybe I'd add like a small tiling to that, but I don't know. We'll see. Hey, it's Faluda Beret. What up, buddy? Um, let's see. Let's make sure I move the chat to the other screen while I do this so I don't lose it. So yeah, just make a quick cloud here. And we'll make it 512. by 512. Cloud. And then let's see. Um, I know at one point I had some really nice clouds brushes, but I don't know if I still do. I know I've got like, I don't know, the ones that I've been using for smoke, but they're not like the best necessarily for getting some cloud work in, right? Let's go ahead and make this layer black. Because I don't know. I mean, not the worst. I could just swear. I think I actually have like. I'm not seeing them. Yeah, I remember. I think it was like 2 or 3 computer reformats ago. I had this awesome pack of cloud brushes that I really liked. Um, Pretty sure they're all gone though. It's a bummer. But we'll make do with what we got currently. I mean, you know, we don't need anything like too fancy, right? Um, these are mostly just gonna be kind of in the background, and um, I want them to kind of be a bit more horizontal than vertical, because the idea is gonna be I want them to move, like fast enough through the scene that you can like see them. Um, and I think it'll be kind of like a cool little dramatic effect. And you know, let's let's change our canvas size actually to help with that. Um, Pixels width 1024 instead, and then there we go. Yeah, I kind of like the looks of this softer one. And then I think what I'm gonna do also is use the smudge brush and maybe also with a cloud alpha, um, and kind of like give this a little bit of like directionality. Ooh, maybe not with that. There we go. Um, I don't know. I shouldn't spend too long on this. Um, all right. And then let's actually Control C, and we'll put this over in the alpha channel, and then we'll actually make this main channel just pure white. Um, that way we don't get like, any funkiness basically. Um, I don't want the edges of the cloud to be darker. They're just supposed to look fluffy. Um, so bring this feller back over. Switch our scenes again. And make sure we use alpha is transparency here. And we got ourselves one little fluffy cloud. Alrighty. New particle system. Clouds. Clouds, miss. Whatever, right? Gonna rotate it on over. We'll copy one of our other things here. Like we'll copy the spark, and then we'll plug in the cloud texture here. And that'll probably work nicely. And we'll rename that cloud. Drop that on here. And let's see. All right. Obviously not looking good yet. Go with 200 for the lifetime. Start color would be random between two colors. So we want the possibility for it to be pretty near invisible. These are supposed to be pretty light. I think our rate is way too high. We're gonna need the start size to be more random. Feel like our rate over time is still kind of too high. Is this a float value? Okay. And then I also sort of need our billboard to be slightly different. Yeah, actually, I kind of like that now, I think. -2. Okay. I think that's not looking terrible. yeah, I mean, perhaps it's time to let's increase the scale because we're not or the emission shape scale. I mean, so we're not really getting anything like at the top. Um, I do want like it's supposed to be a kind of misty night, right? Um, and I would love for the clouds to be, or at least some of them to be low enough that you can see that all of the trees in the scene are, had 3D, even though it's orthographic. Let's see how this just looks in game. Yeah, I think I'm digging that. Um, I wonder if I shouldn't try to make it a little bit closer to the camera, or at least some of them closer to the camera, because then potentially we could actually get like lighting off of them. When something blows up, we could actually have uh, the clouds light up if it's close enough to the action with the UFOs and all. Let's do 70. And say 120. I mean, this is a super duper wide range now at this point. Yeah, I think some of those will be close enough. Check it out in game. Well, I don't know that any of them are like getting hit by explosion light. That might be a more rare occurrence, anyways, but definitely you can see like some of them are going over some of the further back trees, which I think is nice. I do feel like some of our really small ones um, are too small. So we could make like, say, the smallest size 10 or maybe like 20. Um, maybe 15. That'll stop us from having those tiny, tiny, tiny clouds that are like just itty bitty. Um, and it might be too heavy of an effect, so I can turn the rate down to 0. 0.1. I'm also noticing the lifetime might be a little extreme there. Although I certainly want to make sure they like clear the screen before vanishing. Okay. So let's make sure we have, is there, huh? Oh, I guess, oh, I think apparently my laptop thought I was talking to it, which is very much not the case. Wonder how I turned that off. um, Okie dokie. What if I can make that UFO emissive pop even more? Yeah, I think that might be good. Because then it'll really stand out on the background. Like, all right, sweet. So I think maybe next steps here are well, let's look at our player projectile here. Um okay. So I'm thinking probably I want UFOs to be able to explode each other, right? Um, so let's see. I'll probably make a new script for that. We'll go over to our explosion prefab and added component. Um, Explode nearby. Create and add, and then it'll just be, a physics overlap sphere. Or I could make this a trigger too. Um, what I'm worried about with that is I think this is technically, I think in our saucer prefab yeah, we just have the explosion here, and I'm worried that if I put a collider on it, it will think that it is. Well, as long as I don't put a rigid body on it, it's fine. Yeah, yeah, because all of these guys have their own individual rigid bodies. Um, and that's why, they do their thing. Um, which also we can increase the radius on our sphere there for all of those. Macrellin was saying he thinks they should explode more. So um, doing that should make it really, pop pop. Um, yeah, I'll just use a trigger collider for this. So we'll do sphere collider is trigger um radius. Basically, um I'm gonna do it this way because here we'll do like a bit smaller, I think. Like that's pretty consistently within the actual like fire area, right? Um I mean, arguably a little bit smaller even. Yeah, okay. Feel like I was saying something and just completely lost the script. Um, so we'll just copy and paste this to our explode nearby script. But we will get rid of these two entries because the particle system already destroys itself anyways. And bada bing, bada boom. Now we just gotta get some of them close enough. And I do think like this will add, you know, a small element, but an element of strategy to the game. Um there. Pretty sure I was okay, so well, it didn't explode the other guy, but it seemed to push him back. Let's see. Wait for two to get really close to each other. Huh. Yeah, I mean that's definitely like it seems like it's pushing them. Um I mean I put it as is trigger. The script's been compiled. I mean, let's increase the radius maybe. That's the issue. Um we'll wait for some of them to get really close to one another. Okay, those two are practically touching. And yet nothing. Hmm. I'm guessing here. Let's ooh, you know what you could do is turn on gizmos maybe? But then you have to actually select the explosion for that to do anything. anyways, which means, may as well just be in scene view. Okay. Wait. Wait. Why is that so far away from the actual explosion? Is this a separate explosion? Does that mean it worked? Um, I could swear it didn't. Yeah, that's definitely not working. Like I'm sure if we select this one, we can even see oh, what the fuck? Well, there you go. Um that's our issue. um our explosion is not centered apparently. And additionally, it's like spawning way far off. So like, yeah, this is spawning super in front of the actual UFO and everything. Okay. Which, would have been more obvious if I wasn't doing orthographic, right? But that should fix it. Now it should work. Oh shit. Well, now they're just exploding. um, you know what's probably going on there is I need to disable that. Okay, so um, all right, yeah, there we go. Now those guys got really jacked up from that. Let's try um doing it this way. So that means probably, we can go in here and we can make it more like the original radius that I was hoping for. Um, I feel like that's like, well, that one looked kind of nice. That one, um, hmm, it needs to like, because it's staying around too long right now, right? Um, so it needs to kind of expand outwards and also disappear faster. Because like we should definitely only get this like once. Um, destroy this with like 0.1 F as a time. So, because the yeah, it's staying there after the explosion has finished for just a little bit of time. And we want this to be like only while it's active, basically. Okay. Of course, now it's like, huh. There we go. Ooh, yeah. So that's more like what I was thinking. Yeah. Sick. And so it's like, they tend to get closer. Um, Wait, why did that other one explode? Are they sticking around too long still? Um, okay. Yeah, that's still definitely sticking around. Um, did I actually recompile the code when I did that? Yeah. Okay. Well, what if I remove our 0.1f timer there? And then it's basically like immediate, right? So we need them to get close. So like you. Yeah, that's still definitely sticking around too long. Um, and yet, like, I don't know, that does kind of look good. Because like in the cases where it happens and like there's still some fire around, it kind of works, right? um we just like you know disable the collider here. The problem with that, I think, is maybe then we can't get one explosion to explode like a lot of stuff. I don't know. It's possible, like maybe this is a very like early morning, don't want to deal with it solution, but I could just make it its own thing. Yeah, see, like that was bad. Oh yeah, like that, awful, the worst. Oh, like there was like nothing but a tiny bit of smoke left there, and it still blew up. Yeah, look at that. That one shouldn't have gone. Um, okay. So what I'm gonna do instead is make a new empty on here. Um, Trigger, volume, and then we'll pop that. Okay. Won't let me drag and drop the sphere collider over. Will it? Nope. All right. Jerk. Um, Sphere collider 4.5 is trigger, and we'll just drop a destroyed by time on there and make it like 0.1. Um, and then in here we don't have to worry about that. Um, and that should solve everything, hopefully. only really close things should get exploded, and only for like a second. Let's wait for two to get close. Are you two close enough? Yeah, see, like that one arguably should have exploded. Um, hmm. Okay, those two went at the same time. It needs to be a little bit bigger, I think. But I think it's doing like okay other than that now. Um, and yeah, definitely it's doing that. So let's make the radius 6. Um, worked, right? Um, or it would have been totally rad if it did. Like, I don't know, it might be a feature that's like sort of not super accessible until they get like really close to the tree, right? Um, because like if we get all of those guys next to each other, yeah, look at how many you could just blast. Um, it's pretty cool. It's like potentially a boon to the player, but it's not like overwhelmingly beneficial to the point where it's like um, makes it not worth trying to just shoot them normally too. And I think slash hope that you know it'll be like I don't want the strategy to be to just let them all get super close so that you can like destroy them all at the same time with missiles. I do think like, there's a little bit of like a benefit there or like hey, do you see that? Like that was a good shot that got two in the air. Um I don't know. I feel like it's not a main mechanic. It is kind of an important thing though, because it's kind of like without it having that, you sort of just like look at it when they're next to each other and you're like, why aren't they blowing up? All right. Well, maybe I'll tweak that a little bit more, lady. I don't know. Mm, here, I'll just leave this playing, and then I'm gonna go get some coffee. Do do do. Okay. Dokie. Um, let's see. So, oh, it's not even not even doing anything over there because I moved the OBS window to the other thing, and oh well. All right. So, how much time do I have left in this thing? Um, I should also probably let's see if there's anything here that's not using crunch compression. We should make sure that it is. Honestly, maybe turn off map for the stars. I don't know. I don't know if it matters because everything's does orthographic like use bitmaps? Um, we should probably start thinking about test build stuff and like doing web. Like let's just see what happens. If we switch to web, if that breaks anything, and also do a quick web test build. Because it's always a good idea to make your game a web game, right? Mm. for particularly for game jams. But in general too. Yeah, cuz like I know web is kind of does some different shit with shaders sometimes. Into like color space, but it doesn't really look like anything's changed. So, although I just pressed play and nothing is happening. Oh, because it says compiling scripts down there. Oh my. Okay. Oop, come on. The camera's falling. Okay. So, let's see. It looks like it's finished compiling everything. Pretty please launch. Oh no. Okay, there we go. There's all the trees. I was worried that maybe graphics.draw mesh instance wasn't supported on mobile, but looks like we're fine. Or not mobile, web. Okay. It's also worth noting, I think, now that the explosions are like actually spawning where they're supposed to instead of way in front, um, it seems like the light's working better. Like it's really small, so it's kind of hard to see. But yeah, like you can see a little orange glow on spaceships when stuff goes boom. And same with like the tree is getting lit up by the explosions a bit too. Okay, well, we obviously have web working in editor. Let's try it if we build and run. So let's make a new folder for builds. Here, select folder. Then yeah, I probably should have changed a couple settings, but whatever. We'll see how it goes. Can check on Discord. Let's see. Um, how long do we have? 1 day, 17 hours, and 39 minutes. So, we've got some time. Um, if we can basically just finish off our like gameplay loop today, then that'd be ideal. I don't want to leave anything really last minute. Hmm. Hmm. I think I listened to that guy's thing. If I do have music in here already. This person looks professional. Let's see. Oh, wow. This person like looks super professional and it's really good. Like not to be rude to a lot of composers that I see in game jams, like offering their services, but like a lot of them are like a person with like, you know, just like a little keyboard doing like an 8-bit thing. Like this is a pretty impressive portfolio. Um, maybe I should let's see. They posted that on the 11th. I mean, they probably already have a team now. Um, but I don't know. It might be nice to get an actual musician for some music, right? Um, what about this dude? Hope I don't get copyright striked for this. Okay. Ah, the thrilling compiling shaders variants. Let's see. Mm, my laptop went to sleep. Hmm. The good news is, you know, um, good news is that, it's only ever like the first build that takes forever to compile like this. And then pretty soon we'll be able to get back to doing stuff. Hmm. I need more coffee. Hmm. Let's see. Oy. Cha-cha-cha. Oy. Okay. Hmm. Oh, I'm fucking tired. Hmm. Got to sleep at like, I don't know, maybe like 1 a.m. And then woke up at 7. Hmm. My eyes feel heavy. Hmm. Ay, ay, ay. Hmm. Almost there. Let's see. Music stopped over there. Time to get some more coffee. Okie dokie. Still building. Alright. Hmm. See, the fact that it's like, you know, taking forever is a shining example of why one does not wait till the last minute to build. Um, because if I was like on the last day doing this and then figuring out whatever problems it has, then I would be fucked. Okay. Hmm. Well, there was a little bit of stuttering at first, but I think that was probably just like compiling some shaders. I was mostly worried about, you know, I didn't know if I could do the mesh instancing for all those trees in web or not. Um, but it looks like that's fine. And it seems like it's running pretty good, actually. So, yeah, sweet. I mean, it's like already, this is something at least like a backup build. um Cool. I'm also thinking like, you know, I should probably make the trees come out of the forest instead of the mega tree. See, yeah, it seems like I can really spam them without issue too, even on the web build. So hell yeah, it's all working pretty well. All right, cool. Um, yeah. So the web build works great. Let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and like make the first one like this. It's like if something happens, life gets in the way and I can't actually, finish it, I'll at least have something uploaded. Right. So let's see. We gotta create a new project. Freeze versus aliens. And aliens, Earth, only trees can stop them. It's gonna be. I think we do HTML, right? Yeah. Upload. Trees versus aliens. Um, make this 1280 by 720. I don't know what I actually set the game to. Um, yeah. It actually probably would work on mobile because the only control is clicking, right? Oh, hey Macro, how you doing? Um, the genre. I don't know what genre this is. Um, yeah, it's like 10 a.m., but I don't sleep well. I'm also still kind of sick. I got coffee, um, which is better than if I didn't have coffee. Uh, I expect to wake up eventually. Um, would this be simulation? Survival. Probably just like I don't know. Arcade? Is there an arcade genre? No, because that's kind of what this is. This is like an old arcade type game, basically. Action? Okay. Um, and then in here, I'll type like arcade. No AI. Get out of here with your AI. Um, and then this will be a draft for now, or I guess maybe just restricted. Um, for now, yeah, or shooter. Yeah, because like it is shooting, but it's like I always think of shooters as like first person shooters, but it's kind of not a first person shooter. But you are still shooting, and it's not like shooter says first person shooter. I think if you like first person shooters, you'd probably enjoy shooting trees at UFOs, right? Um, Save and view page. Cha 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 cha. I usually in game jams I make it restricted and then I submit it and then for like my final build I make it public. Um but like I don't like to, have like super unpolished, unfinished stuff. Like I might give a few people a link to playtest and stuff. For now, but yeah, on the final day, once it's like a build I'm comfortable with. Good point. That is brutally bright. Um, a little bit of green because we like trees, yeah. Donk donk. And then text is gonna need to be brighter. Links links can be nice and green. There we go. Save. All right. And of course, full screen's working great. Um, can you hear the effects on the stream? I turned down the desktop audio quite a bit, but you may be able to hear there's like explosions and stuff now. All right. Yeah, this is fucking sick. Nope. Oh man. Let's see. I moved OBS over here to the other screen, but it's too big for the screen. Um, let's see. That's slightly higher. Either way, it probably doesn't really matter that much if you can or can't hear the effects as long as you can hear them in the final build. Um, Alrighty, so we gotta start doing stuff. Did I save the theme? I think I did. Oh, and then let's go back to the Lame Jam page. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Jams. Jams joined. Lame Jam 48. Submit ya project. Oh. Huh. Well, I could swear I could always do it um before making it public, but whatever. I guess I'll just make it public. Or configure settings. Hmm. All right. Well, save. Um, oh, it's just not showing still. That's weird because this should be public now. I just saw it just now, but also wasn't looking at the screen. So I don't know when you sent it, but I think there's a pretty good amount. Although it seems like just based on um OBS saying the stuff um I just now saw that, and I was looking at the screen this time, so that's yeah. Um, here we go. So OBS says there's only 840 dropped frames this stream, which like on previous streams, it tended to be 17 seconds. Okay, that's a chunk of latency for sure. Um, we were in like the thousands of dropped frames on the past few streams. And oftentimes this little indicator down here was saying, like it was yellow or red. So at least it's green today. Why isn't it showing? Cause like dropped frames basically that's like because it's live streaming um frames that didn't make it to the feed, so those will like show as it'll be stuttery on the stream. It'll just be like missing video basically. And it's like if you drop a frame because we're at like 30 frames per second or something. um if you drop like 1 frame a second, then we're at 29 frames per second, and that's not really a big deal, right? But if we're, dropping like 4 frames per second or 5 or 10, then it starts to get very noticeable on the stream. Or if they're all, right next to each other. Um, but yeah, so far it's more stable than before. Um, let's see, in development. Um, this is so odd. This is the first time I've ever not been able to submit my project to a jam. I don't understand what's going on here. Oh, thanks. Have you ever seen this? Like, not being able to do that? Not being able to submit like that? Because I'm in the jam. The project's uploaded. Maybe I'll just like close Firefox. Maybe it's like a cache thing or something. No, it's still not there. What the fuck? It's like I notice it's like down at the bottom here. Maybe it's because it was a draft. Itch.io. Um, public project not showing on jam submission page. Hmm. Maybe I'll set it to draft and then I'll set it to public again and try that. What the fuck? I know, right? But like you see it's not showing up in here. Oh, son of a bitch. I don't know how that happened, but all right. Huh. Maybe they changed how things work because like I did, I went to submit your project and then I did upload game here. And usually in the past when I've done that, I've had to then, like um come back here and click existing project and then upload it or choose it here. But I guess somehow it like already did that and it's already submitted, and I've just spent like 10 minutes um, trying to submit something that's already been submitted, and that's why it's not showing up. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Back to work then, finally. Um, let's see. Deep, deep, boop, deep. Um, let's select our mega tree, and we'll add player health. Do 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 do. And we'll just go ahead and say int max health equals 100. Current health. At the start, current health equals max health. And then where's my projectile script? There it is. So I think I'm just gonna leave the projectiles as is, and then I'll check in here if projectiles are colliding with it. I'll make the tree a trigger. Void on trigger enter if let's do var other projectile. Well, as I suggested to that other guy in the Discord, Ultimate Tree Fighting Championship, like you could do like anything but with trees, right? So like a fighting game with trees, you could do a platformer with trees. You could do, I don't know, like an active ragdoll game where you're a floppy tree and you just kind of smack shit and climb stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, I know, you know, uh, Heiko Twist, I think their name was here yesterday, and one of the ideas I told them it was my first idea that I decided not to do because I wanted something lower scope was like a tower defense game with trees, and all sorts of stuff. I mean, real time strategy. You could do a city builder, but instead it's a forest builder, and you're just putting trees down and um, waiting. um, all sorts of great tree things. I don't know if I ever played I Am Bread, but yeah, it's like anything with trees, man. Let's see. So variable projectile equals other. Oh, there's my alarm clock, which is also on my phone. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, like you can if you want to get really complicated with it, you could like make it so that you'd probably have to dig into like how ecology works a little bit for this, but you could have it so that certain things grow faster if they're near water sources, or you could have kind of like a climate map in there or something. You could have certain plants benefit each other because like how trees can kind of like starve other plants if they're near it. um and yeah, I don't know. Anything. You could do a you could even do like a first person shooter. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You just keep planting trees. um you could make it like in black and white how you had the rain miracle too. Like you could make it so that you have one of those too, so you can like help things along to grow faster, right? And then that kind of gives a player something to do, if they can uh you know kind of maintain their forest, right? um There we go. So projectile. Ba 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 ba. We'll destroy the projectile. If other, we need to do if projectile. Destroy and int damage amount. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like there's a that's why trees is such a great theme because you can do so many things with trees, you know. Let's see. Current health minus damage amount, and our default damage amount will just be 1 and minus equals damage amount. And I guess actually I should just for now let the current health be serialized in the inspector, so that I can see it myself before I add a health bar. And let's see, I got Mega Tree. My current health is 100. If we just let these aliens come. Oh, I forgot to turn everything into triggers. Oh, that one's already a trigger. Oh, okay. Hmm. Well, I am taking damage. It seems like the... Oh, I know what it is. Okay, so first off, make sure while we're out of play mode, we have is trigger on, and then we need to silly me destroy projectile dot game object, not just the projectile script. That's why they were all like just kind of floating away because now they weren't getting any velocity. Oh, my music stopped. Wait, why did my music stop? That's weird. Oh, my headphones disconnected from there too. There we go. All right, so they might need to do more damage. Also, sick. All right, we're at -7 health now. I guess also for like, I'll expose max health too. Um, because probably I will want to, you know, make it higher for testing purposes later. In case there's a feature I need to test. I don't want to like die before I can test it. Okie dokie. So let's see. We're also gonna want to have a public integer tree ammo at some point. And we'll just say that starts at 100 for now. And tree ammo greater than or equal to 1. And then every time we fire, tree ammo minus equals 1. Ba-dum bum bum. Then, well, I guess if I make this full screen, then I can't see if that works because that's only in the inspector right now. So let's see. All right, that is for sure removing tree ammo. We'll just really start blasting them. And now we're out of ammo and can't defend the tree. Excellent. It is punishment for spamming trees instead of actually aiming. Cool. And then like I'll add a way to replenish that. Like I was thinking, maybe when you get hit, it'll actually replenish one's ammo, right? But for now, this will probably be okay. 100 trees is a lot. Um, Actually, yeah, like let's just implement that. No reason to delay. So player health will need to reference our where is it? Pine tree launcher. And then if or yeah, just launcher dot tree ammo plus equals 1. There. So now if we start getting shot by aliens, we'll get ammo. That way it's like the players, I don't know, maybe that's too forgiving and kind. um, because then it's like as long as you're getting, I don't know, because I want people to have like, I don't want I don't want anybody like soft locked. Oh, I need to set a reference here. There we go. Let's see. When we get shot, we get some ammo. Maybe I should do it like it's a chance to get ammo because it is, I don't know. I mean, if I just make the enemies do more damage, but like since it's already sort of really overpowered having them next, because if there's a bunch of them right next to each other, just shooting one pretty much blows them all up. So it's like, but then at the same time, it's a trade-off, right? It's like, yes, you can let them shoot you to get some ammo back and wait for them to kind of stack up so you can blow them up really quick. But you are losing health that doesn't regenerate in the process. So it is kind of like a trade-off. Like, do you want that ammo or do you want to survive? Um, I don't know. It's one of those little balancing things, right? Um, I know typically the if you make a game jam game that's like hard, people rate it badly. People don't like to lose. Um, but I also kind of want to make something that's like fun. I don't know. um, tell you what though, I need to go to the bathroom. Um, and I made this graphic here for bathroom breaks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I will return. I don't know when exactly, but I'll be back. Let's see. I'm gonna plug in my laptop too, which means unplugging my phone. And I guess I'll also, well, I don't know, I probably want to actually like save my battery at all to turn off the video capture, but whatever. Here we go. I am back. Ta-da. Let's see. Music back on. And yeah, all right. Um mm, Headache. Now where was I? Um this doesn't need attack range on it, does it? Oh, all right. Dinner sounds nice. Man, you are on the other side of the world. I should have breakfast. Let's see. So, this doesn't need attack range, actually. Or speed multiplier, does it? Yeah, no, it totally doesn't. Both of these can just be deleted. Here we go. Nice. Let's see. Hmm. So we've got ammo, we've got player health. We're gonna need a health bar, and an ammo indicator. I uh, I know sliders are like an easy way to do health bars, but I feel like they always kind of look shitty. um, maybe maybe I'll just do text to start with. I think you can basically make your own slider with like a mask, right? Um, but haven't done that in a hot minute. Anywho, yeah, let's just do text, and then it's gonna want me to import TMP essentials. And let's see, that's done. Um, okay, those are not my problem. Unity's always like throwing its own errors as if I can do anything about Unity's errors. Um, Health 100. We'll just put that there to check shit out. Or maybe let's remove that and then redo it because I'm seeing that same text message pro error. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. And then let's clear that. I think just redoing it fixed the errors. Um, let's anchor this to the bottom of the screen. And then we're just gonna need to go to our mega tree. Also, I guess we should set this to scale with screen size. And we're just doing 720p for now. And yeah, how big do we want this? I feel like it's, I don't know, should be big enough to like show stuff. Actually, maybe it should be at the top of the screen. Um, because I don't know. I can move it later. Let's see. Mm. Yeah. So using TM Pro, we will serialize a TM Pro text. I think it's like TM GUI or something. Or asset. Why has it been? Why feel like I should just remember this. Yeah, TMP text and health. Text. Oh wait, shit. Not in here. Oops. Player health using TM Pro. And then serialize a field for the health text. And health text dot text equals health space current health. Oh, plus current health. There. And then on trigger enter, after updating our current health, we'll also update the health text. Oops. Semicolon expected where? 212. What? Oh, duh. All right. Oh, right. Drag and drop that in. Then we can wait for some aliens to get froggy. Shoot our tree. There we go. I'm kind of thinking like probably I'll just like increase the intensity as an increased spawn rate when the as the game goes on. So it's just like over a few minutes it'll just kind of get like maximum alien spawn rate and you'll have to survive as long as you can. And then uh we'll put in like a limit though to how many ships there are that you have to fend off before the game ends, or maybe just a time limit too, right? um okay, anywho, I could also probably just like put the ammo kind of in the same spot. Um, plus 3 ammo plus launcher dot tree ammo. There we go. And then let's just pop that down here too. Actually, we'll put it underneath that. There we go. And then I suppose we should change it from health text to UI. Oh no. Isn't that okay. UI. There we go. Bada bing bada boom. Oh, although I guess oh shit, I need to redo that. We got to if we're gonna do that, we also need to just update it. Like we'll just call late update and then just put that in there. There. That way if it changes, it'll be fine. Like it's already, you know, a simple performant game. It doesn't really matter if we put one UI thing in there. Ooh, that's bad. Let's see, 600? Okay. And then we're gonna need a space there. Maybe we'll do like a bunch of spaces. And then we'll kind of have this gap for our mega tree without having to do anything. 600. Why did that not work? Did I not refresh? Oh, I need to add all those spaces to... Oh, no, I did, though. Huh. Well, we'll do start, too, right? There we go. Man, I feel like I could just go back to sleep. How many spaces would we need for that to look nicer? Wonder if I should, now that I have this, make the camera a little lower. What did I have it at before? Okay, so like if we set it to say 37 or 38, looks nice. There we go. That way we just get a little bit more of the tree showing. Ooh, all right. I think I also need to make it so that the aliens, if they actually like get below a certain point on the y-axis, that they'll fly up, because right now they can technically like go hide in the trees potentially occasionally. I think I could yeah, make a game over screen soon. I should maybe make a menu. I should also, before I forget, go to player settings. Change the stuff here. Um, trees versus aliens. And then we got that, and that's fine. Let's disable the flash screen. Ta-da! And I think that's all I needed to do in here. Cool. Something that might be neat to do also is like change the cursor in game. Um, but yeah, that's for another time. Um, we got a fair amount of stuff done this stream, I think. Um, might try to go back to sleep. I did not sleep well last night. I usually don't. Um, okay. Yeah, but it's been 2 hours. Like my general thing so far has been like for this jam, like 2 hours on stream and then some amount of time off. Um, so yeah, maybe we call it there for a little bit. Um, and then we'll come back for stream what, 6 now? And I don't know. A few, like an hour or two, or however long it takes me to feel a little bit more refreshed and maybe like eat some breakfast and maybe see if I can get a little bit of sleep again. But yeah, it's chugging along. Um, and yeah, there you go. Bye bye.